Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 turns to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into Turn 1 and Turn 12 at this anti-clockwise track. It's 3.6 miles long and we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Jet lines up on pole position and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas, Sainz, Perez, Stroll, Leclerc, Ocon, Hauger, Vesti, Gasly, Théo Pourchaire, Sargent, Albon, Tsunoda, Joe, Behrman, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. They're doing what the team require.
Absolutely. We're certainly seeing a driver that feels a lot more comfortable in being settled into what we can now see as a clear role within the team. It's so important for a driver to know where they stand, because sometimes when you don't know exactly where you stand, you can easily overdrive or even put too much pressure on yourself. So I think they'll be able to focus on the smaller details during the race today.
Okay, mate, I know it's tough in there, it's hot in that cockpit, but your tyres are even hotter, so you're going to have to work extra hard to keep them cool. It matters for performance. Unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Alright, testing my mic. Can everyone hear me? Shorts, Gecko. Can everyone hear me? Just let me know. I don't know what it is. What I usually do is just put a little bit of hand sanitizer, alcohol gel around the joystick, and it just works perfectly fine. So I'll just do that again later. Yes. Okay, here we go then. If today Oscar Piastri doesn't have a good race, yeah, it will be Lando Norris leading the championship. We will be about 5 points behind. Is this the race which we could be leading the world championship? We can find out. Let's go racing in USA. Norris gets away well. Already alongside of us, we're going to block off George Russell into turn 1. We're not going to defend too much against Lando Norris. Bit of wheel-to-wheel contact there. Piastri and Russell wheel-to-wheel there. And Norris really trying to overtake us here. We have to keep hold of the lead. Break the DRS toe for the next lap as Russell keeps his car in third. Hamilton chasing on Piastri. This is what we need. I need Piastri dropping down the positions, not gaining positions. We're already gaining up time to Lando Norris, using a bit of ERS then and our battery powered. Now we just need to use all our battery here. Forget the battery for the rest of the lap. Just use it all over here. And radio check, radio check. Radio is loud and clear. Radio is loud and clear. 1.3 seconds. Here comes George Russell alongside of the McLaren of Lando Norris. And now the Mercedes moves up to second, but they're both battling away. This is what I need. Keep battling, guys. Keep battling. Crash into each other. Do what you want. Just don't come near me today. 2.1 seconds the gap from me to Norris then. 2.4. It's increasing per lap. But this is just amazing. A brilliant start we've had. I say this is the best start we've had in Texas ever in the past 4 years here. In season 4 as we come round the final corner to start off lap number 2. Have I ever told you you are my bestie? Yeah, you have. Lewis, please overtake Hamilton. Lewis, please overtake Hamilton. What do you mean? Bro, it's Oscar Piastri now, not Lando. Lando Bottles. I mean, he's currently P2, which is pretty decent for him, but I don't want him to be P2. I need Piastri and Norris. I need to actually have Norris, Piastri and Russell nowhere near me. That's what I need to have. As it stands, we will be P2, I think, in the championship. I don't know. I'll check on the straight. But we have been. I think Norris has gone purple through sector 1. We did use a bit of battery towards the main straight, so we didn't have much battery power to use. But we've broken the DRS by a margin, so this is enough. Now Russell will get DRS on Norris. So here's the thing now. Championship standings.
Okay, as things stand, we'll be third.
So we'll still be third. If you calculate it, the gap from me to Piastri, 34 points. 26 points at the moment as it stands, ATM. So we should be around 7, 8, 9 or 10 points. Minimum 8 points behind Piastri in the championship. Piastri's down to 5th. This is amazing. Piastri's down to 5th. So Norris now leads the World Championship. No, wait, sorry. Norris is 25 points behind Piastri. So, no, Norris needs to win the race to lead the championship. And Piastri has to fall out of the points or P10 below for him to be still leading the championship. We could still be P2 this race if Lando Norris doesn't finish. And at the moment, he's like, gotta go see in like 5 minutes. Cool. Okay. 2.6 seconds then the gap from me to Lando Norris. No means we just need to keep building up the gap. Build upon that. 10% on the rears is pretty decent at the moment. Again, Piastri down to P5, P4 and P4 and P5. So he's just swapping positions a lot now, which is going to be helping us a lot out here, and is also not going to help out his teammate Lando Norris. He's under pressure to George Russell for this race. We'll head down to the sky pad with Gecko. Gecko, can you just tell us what's your verdict on the start of this race and turn 1, the collision between Lando Norris and your driver Akil, who's currently leading the race by nearly 3 seconds. Just give us a brief moment on that impact there, please. Okay, so Rain is expecting 3 days in 3 days a box for where to prevent an undercut by Piastri. Radio, no. No, Piastri now down to P5. Leclerc's P10, that's decent, that's points. Dennis Hager 16. Yeah, my controller is just playing up itself. Look, everybody went mediums, M. Some went softs, okay. So yeah, Gearco down at the sky pad. Can you just tell us what did you anticipate? What did you see when you saw Norris going down the inside on your driver, your number 1 lead driver for this race and turn 1, lap 1? Okay, Hamilton is now Hamilton's now starting to fall back a bit. Look at that. Look at that ain't decent. That's not good. That's really not good. Has he got damage? Let's see. Has he got damage to the car? No, he's just really slow there. Look at the gap from him to George. That's Hamilton. That's Hamilton at the second last corner. That's Russell at the last corner. So big difference to the gap there, but no one can get the fastest lap away from us. 1:33.409. Currently our best lap we put in as we have a bit of an off at turn number 1, bit of a lock up, come back on the track safely. But the gap is still 3 seconds, Tony, so it's pretty decent. We just need to keep doing what we're doing. Lap 4 of 20 at the moment then. If we get those mediums, if we get these mediums up to, let's say, lap 15, can we box for softs and go to the end of the race? That's the question. However, the soft tyres, you lose about 12% tyre wear per lap. So yes, we will be struggling like meh, but like we could have a decent thing. My verdict is Norris did something incorrect. He had the racing line. Let me just turn. And he went against. He could have been a faster penalty if he took damage. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Gieco. Gieco, the team principal for SF7 Logistics Formula 1 team, as Lewis Hamilton drops to P5 now. Oscar Piastri P4. They're still scrapping away. That's between Piastri and Hamilton. So P and Hamilton battling away now. Essentially the aim now is to pull away as much as we can, because Russell and Norris are going to be fighting the whole race with the DRS train. Piastri and Hamilton are going to be fighting. We don't care about the rest of the grid because they're not going to be. They're just buying themselves for like points or something. The aim now is to essentially get as much further ahead as we can, so that when we pit, we'll come out ahead of all of them, and we'll still be leading the race. And still, you know, that's something which we need to inherit. Essentially, we need to keep hold of the lead when we pit. So the aim now is essentially keep our car where it should be, and then we'll see what happens after that. So at the moment, as it stands, ATM, it looks like that we're doing pretty decent. Hamilton now starting to drop back a bit with Piastri, because Russell's getting DRS on Norris, and Hamilton essentially just praying for DRS to Piastri to catch up to his teammate George Russell, who's currently in P3 for Mercedes. It's currently British 1, 2, 3, 5. Obviously, Oscar Piastri, the Australian driver. Yeah. Leclerc's really close to the McLaren number 81, so keep your head down. Piastri's losing so much time. Push. Roger that. Copy. Radio, when are we pitting, and what tire? When are we pitting and what tire? Radio, the rears suck, man. These tires are gone at the rears. 23%. They're really struggling. I'm really struggling to keep the car on the road, but man, I'm still keeping it in 2.5 seconds at least as distance, so that's pretty decent. There we go, 2.5. There's Norris. He's using battery, so I'm not lap 9. We box for wets because rain is coming in 3 days. Radio, come on, give me a good strategy, man. Have a tea break while you're at it. Okay, so far McLaren 2-4. Where you at? So we started on pole position. We were currently pole. P1. Norris started P2, currently P2. No wins. Piastri started P4, currently P4. Hamilton started P5, currently P5. Russell started P3, currently P20. At the beginning, I think the only position I've seen change is also Leclerc from P11 to P10. That's something we need to look at. Look at that, the rear just sliding everywhere, showing that now that's going to affect us, because look at the gap between me and Norris now coming down. We box for hard, soft so bad. Copy that. As he's got within a second now. We are not using ERS, not using the battery. He is, so that's the crucial thing to think about. Towards the last sector, we are going to use a bit of ERS just to break the DRS train essentially. Akil's domination could bore fans, guys. My domination could bore fans. The rear is really sliding around here as we, whoa, big slide through there. And now Norris has got DRS on us, and I can't break the toe now because we're sliding everywhere on these mediums. The rears are totally dead. 29, nearly 30% tire weight. You can see the rear brake calipers not doing anything there. But here comes Lando Norris. This is 7 laps. We've led this Grand Prix. Here on lap 7, turn number 1. We're going to do what Norris did to us. We're going to go down the inside, give him enough room into turn number 1. We're still wheel to wheel, squeezing each other towards the S section. We come now. We have enough ERS. We're still going to be battling along towards the next part of this track there. As you can see, a big slide through there. You can see how much I'm fighting the car, trying to keep it on the road. Here's George Russell now tries to fight a move on us, but we keep our guy ahead. We are indeed trying to get past here. WS, we are easily going to get past. Here we go. DRS, the drag reduction system, which will give us 16-17 kilometers per hour extra speed down the main straight. You can see the gap deficiency as Lando Norris tries to squeeze us, and into this penultimate corner, Norris makes contact with us, and that could have been deadly. There you go. Should we pit lap 8 or lap 9? Radio lap 9. Radio lap 9. I didn't see Norris. I just came. Yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. Totally my fault. Apologies. Here, Kill, should we pit lap 8 or lap 9? I don't know. Up to you. I think at the beginning we should just keep our strat and go to lap 9. Box lap 9. I don't know. What do you want to do? I feel like these mediums I can take it to lap 9. I don't know. If we pit lap 8, we're gonna be plummet last. So dead last. I don't want to risk anything. Because if we get a safety car red flag after that, we're cooked. So here we go then. This is it. Because Norris is gonna get DRS on us. Okay, I'm gonna have to let him by. Radio, I'm gonna let Norris by at turn 1. I'll get DRS on him on the big straight. We'll be last, but we'll gain. No. Stay out to lap 9. Stay out to lap 9. Here we go, we're going to try the switcheroo here. Is it going to work? It sort of did, you know, because we're going wheel to wheel with Lando Norris. Just almost have to give him the position there and let him by. Post-wise, we're doing really good. Back-wise. Okay, here we go. Again, hit the curb a bit there. That's George Russell sweeping around the outside. Okay, I got squeezed off there. I got forced off there. Because with new tyre, we get advantage. Yeah, the thing is, though, now others have advantage on the mediums. Whose fault is this? Whose fault is us? He fully forced me off the track and then he just rams into my car. That's totally his fault, I'd say. But okay. I swear we only use like 2 or 3 flashbacks this race. So as you can see, each race I'm trying to limit the amount of flashbacks I'm using. That's a pure corner back, sorry. Oh, I did a Verstappen save there. I did a Max Verstappen save there for sure, because look at that slide. That could have been in the barrier. Russell, yeah, that's not good. Here we come on Lando Norris again. Come on, Lando. Come on. Give us the position into this chicane. We're going to send it about the inside, and we do make the move into, I don't know what turn that is. There's a kickstart by the back. I don't know if that's yellow flags, but he's running very slowly, very short. On the mini-map, you can see as big slide. We're really struggling with these medium tires, and my engineer Gekko's told me to box this lap We're gonna box this lap, guys. Radio, dummy plan C, dummy plan C. Right, we're boxing this lap, Lando. Sorry. Oh, no, Lando, we weren't boxing this lap. I'm sorry about that. Okay, the top 5 is insecure. The top 5 is secure. Oh, we're gonna be dummied into turn 1, aren't we? Here comes George Russell. The boundary inside is gonna be 3 abreast. George Russell locks up. George Russell's locked up. That's not good. Piastri has got P3 now in his bag. Because Russell's locked up. That's going to cost a lot of positions there for Russell. Because the time lost in that lockup caused Piastri to get the DRS train now. And Hamilton's going to be onto Piastri. But it's not going to be enough. Piastri will be P2. P3. Nice, we confused them. Yeah, we confused them and Russell locked up. So I'd say W plan for us. Yeah, they really need to fix the track limits in this game, seriously. I mean, they're not working on F124 anymore, so yeah, that's it. I have to suffer these bugs for the next year until I get F126 next year. Some people are pitting. Look at the mini-map. Next, there's a V-Cub in the pit lane. Williams, Haas, and Kick Sauber. They've all gone hards for sure. If they've gone mediums, they're cooked. They can't not restart. Does. What tire are they on? What? There's no way they went soft to medium. They're just cooked. That's their race over. Medium tire. My tires are what? 42% and only 9 laps. So they're going to be like 50% for them. Here we come. Can we try and get onto Lando Norris here? We're going to go wheel to wheel towards this chicane here. Oh, Norris, we're giving him room. Radio, box. Get the tires ready. Box. Radio, grab the tires ready. Get the tires ready. Box. I can't do these tires anymore. I was thinking about going to lap 10. I was like, nah, too much now. Boxing this lap. We've held up Norris as much as we can. No wins. Hamilton stays out. No, Hamilton pit. Box for wets, mate. We're not going wets today, okay? Come on. Here we go, in the pit lane then. I've never ever taken Texas pit lane without crashing. So, by the way. Lando Norris is in the pit lane, no wins. Here we go. I'm fingers crossed, no wins. George Russell takes the lead. Piastri P2. Yeah, come on. I'm praying that this pit stop better be good. This pit stop better be good, please. Pray. That's. I'll try. Go on, out. Oh, Norris has had a slow stop. Norris has had a very bad stop. Verstappen's P10, Norris is P12, P12 for Lando Norris. This is amazing for the championship, but no, he's dropped to P13. What's happened to Lando Norris? P12, okay. How long was his pit stop? He dropped to P12. Mate, where's Lando? Oh, I can't see what happened, but I think the Red Bull was coming around RB and he had to get him by. That's a very bad stop for him, for Lando Norris. He's gonna be essentially P4 now, P5, because Russell's gonna pit. He's gonna come out P3. We're gonna come out P1. Piastri might drop to dead last here, you know, because we're already on the main straight here. The big straight, and the pit lane you lose around what, 20 seconds I'd say? 18 seconds, roughly around there, and you can that's a big change for Lando Norris. He's gonna be on the radio saying that was not good, as I was looking at the chat and just brushed the barrier, so apologies for that. That's not good. We haven't got damage to the front wing, that's plenty of fine. 8.3 seconds then to how I think they're all going to be boxing. The top 7 is definitely going to box. Defo. Okay, here we come. Around the final bend, essentially, of this. I kind of like this part of the circuit. We're 4 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton. We're going to finish this race. Yeah. By a distance here. Okay, Charles Leclerc, he's currently running P5. His best ever top result here. He's not going to stay P5, obviously. Russ, he's going to be out of the points. Unless he can do something. Russell's at the pit exit now. Here we go. Is this going to be enough? Come round the first corner. And yet again, We've had a beautiful stop. Come out 1.5 seconds ahead. Yeah, you can see where Lando Norris is now. Lando Norris was running P2. He's now running P7. In front of him is his old friend, Carlos Sainz, who was his former teammate. He's down in P6. Lando Norris in P7. Is Carlos Sainz going to make Lando Norris's life hard? We shall find out. We are gaining a 10th, essentially per lap, essentially per sector, to George Russell, P1, the same tyre, so you can't really say, oh, Russell, this is bad, this is not good. But the problem is now, Piastri is P3. And if Hamilton overtakes Piastri, Verstappen overtakes Piastri, that's fine. If both Papayas finish out of the points, this is brilliant. If they finish out of P5 below, that's even better for us. So this is what I mean. Bro is distracting himself again. With what? I don't know what I'm distracting myself with. But this race we've drove superbly beautiful. You all can't say we've cheated or anything. We've done beautiful this race. This season itself is just beautiful. That's just the fact. Because start of the season we finished P13, then we finished P22, then P3 in Australia, P22 in Japan. We've had 0 points in the start of the season. Now we're fighting for the championship. We said the last lap. Because apparently Norris had a problem mounting the turn and stuff because Max was coming. Radio, copy that. Maybe I'll look at this chat on the big straight because I do get distracted a lot when I'm looking at the track. So yeah, somehow we went off the track and we've still gained a 10 to Russell. I don't know how much made sense. Okay, now we've lost that 10. So kind of jinxed my own race there. That's not good. Okay, look at the helmet, the fact that he just looked. I'm gonna wave to the crowd, hello. Waving to the crowd, yeah. Season 1 we won Texas. Season 2, S2 became second. Season 3 became second. Season 4 awaits. Could we get a 4th podium in a row here in Texas will be the question. Somebody check on the Discord server. How many race wins have we got so far in a row? Check from there. Verstappen's dropped down to P6. Now Norris is still P7. Sainz moves up to P5. So as it stands, I believe we're second.
As things stand,
yes.
Second in the championship.
For the first time this season, we're going to be second in the championship. This is good. Yeah. Papaya was strong at the start of the season. Now they are now fighting to keep their head above water. This race is done for Lando Norris, though, unless we get a safety car in the next 5 laps. He can't do anything. 4 laps now. We need to have a safety car in the next 4 laps, a red flag. Then Norris can still come back stronger. But if we do get a red flag, we're kind of screwed. We're kind of like, yeah, we're sucked up our race because we don't have tyres to do another 4 laps at the end of the race. We can't use softs for sure, but we can't use the mediums for sure. The mediums are kind of cooking in the garage right now, so can't really use those mediums. The softs are just dead overall. All of them have been used from quali, so I don't know. This is going to be a risk. If there's a red flag with safety car, I swear to God, whoever causes this red flag or safety car, I'm going to crash them in the barrier the next race, because you had all race to bring a safety car and you chose now. It happened, remember, back in Austria, I believe. We were waiting, yeah, we were waiting for safety car, and then suddenly we had an incident on the final 1 lap to go, and there was not enough time to bring out safety car or VSC, so they just decided, you know what, we'll put a yellow flag, done, pop it there. That was fine. Okay, Sainz is fighting P5, Piastri is fighting for P2, okay, this is not good, don't fight for P2. We've got 3 wins in a row, this can be our 4th. So this will be our best, this has to be the best ever season I've fought for the championship. Season 1 we had the car. Season 1 we had the car, we had the pace, back-wise, everything. Season 2 we were just same things. I mean, we were struggling a lot but still had the car to prove it. Season 3 we had the car at the start, at the end we had no pace, no pack-wise, we made a lot of mistakes that season. This season will be the best season ever if we will win the World Championship, because we fought. This season is like 2023 McLaren, when they came start of the season, no points, both in Bahrain, Saudi, Melbourne, they didn't get any points. Japan, no points. Coming towards the end of the season, Qatar, they got points. And then 2024, they won championship, the Constructor Championship. Now this year, they've already won the Constructors, we all know that. That's like, they're already in like 500 or 400 or 600 points, so. 3.6 seconds. I think our biggest winning margin has to be around 9 seconds or something. I don't believe it's more than that. I can't remember. I don't think we've ever gone over 9 seconds. Or over 5 seconds at least. We haven't gone. So Radio, what's the fastest lap? Radio, what's the fastest lap? I'm doing Max Verstappen in Spain, by the way, just like, you know. Okay, so the fastest lap is this. We've already been given 2 warnings. Don't need to push. The fastest lap is a 1:32.748. Radio, can I go for another fastest lap? They already got 2 warnings. Just bring the car. Radio, copy. I'm gonna do another fastest lap. We're gonna turn number 1. Do one. It's kind of a shame, you know, because everyone behind me, the top 5, basically what second place to 5th place, likewise second place to 4th place, they have DRS. They can easily get the fastest lap. They have the same tires, same power units, and they have the same tires, same power units, same track, same everything. They have DRS, and I don't, and I'm still getting green sectors while they're getting not even near yellows. Verstappen, the gap from him to Hamilton, 6 seconds, so Piastri's P2, that's not good.
As things stand, we'll be second in the championship.
Yeah, we're still second, but the thing is, somebody calculates it. We get 26 points, so never mind, you can't calculate it. Yeah, no, 26. The thing is, Piastri is still going to be like 40 points ahead, not 40, sorry, about 15 points, 20 points ahead of us, so that's not good. Signs of Verstappen in swapping positions, we don't really care about that. Did I not leave my predictions, Preds, for the race? I did say my predictions, I think, for the top 3, not top 5. I said my prediction was going to be P1 me, P2 Norris, P3 Hamilton, and then P4 was going to be Russell, P5 Piastri. At the moment, I don't think I can stick to that prediction because at the moment it doesn't look like it's going to stick to that. So, yeah. I'm going to recharge a battery now. We've used a bit of battery trying to get the fastest lap, didn't pay off, so. Radio, this race is kind of boring. Can we put some music on or something? Radio, what's the sense issue? Please don't tell me something is happening. Please do not tell me something is happening. Radio, what's going on? Radio, come on, this is not good, man. Not this race, please. What's going on? Let's put Bailando. Bailando. Sensor has issues with the tire, pressure changes. Radio, is it fixable or what? I do not want to pit this lap or anything. Please tell me it's fixable. Hold on, mate. check on the straight. Yeah. Just bad data tires, okay. Copy that. Righto. I was like, those are gonna be so good. Look at the mini map. The gap from the Haas to the other Haas is like about 10 seconds, minimum 10 seconds. That's pretty bad for him. Piastri is catching us. We're not using battery much, that's why. As you can see, the battery is now 95. We're recharging all the way up to 100 on there to try and get the fastest lap. Next lap, we're going to be going into hot lap mode, down the main straight. Hello, what's up? Plan D. Radio, what's plan D? Murder? You didn't hear that, FIA. We can do plan D. Radio, what's plan D? Here we go. I have to enable hot lap mode now and ERS because Piastri is catching us a lot. Yeah, can't let him get us. The gap from us to Piastri, 1.9 seconds then. It's coming down. The gap from him to Russell, 2 seconds, so 2.2 seconds. So Piastri will be finishing the race, B2. 100% sure now. Radio, what's the gap from me to Oscar? He's catching us rapidly, man. You sure there's no problem with the sensors? Radio, how many laps to go? How many laps to go? Brake Piastri wing, we can let Piastri catch and brake his wing. Radio, nope. Clean racing, man. 1.6, copy. It's like Piastri is using his battery. We are also using our battery. Who's going to win the US Grand Prix? Is the question here. Us, as Hamilton goes up to P3, Russell and Hamilton swapping positions. Hamilton and Russell still wheel-to-wheel battling along, and both Mercs settle for P3 and P4 at the moment. And in P4, 3 laps to go. 2.1. Copy that. Imagine Piastri spins on the last lap. Crazy. Hamilton to P4. Radio, what's the gap from me to P5? 2.4. Copy. Radio, the headrest is something something on the left side. It's just the cushioning or something is not there. I don't know what's going on. Something on the left side is just sticking out a little bit. It's not dangerous. I can still put my head on the headrest, but I don't know what it is. If it's safe or not. Just let me know. Gap to P5, 15.1. Copy that. Radio, where's Lando? I swear to— oh no, Charles Leclerc! On the last lap!
Charles has dropped out of the race.
Oh no, Charles Leclerc was running P10! He was running in the points! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, he was P11. He was P11, and Charles Leclerc's engine, something's gone off there. No, he got hit. He got hit. I believe he got hit. No, mechanical problem for Charles Leclerc, who is out of the race. It's a DNF for Charles Leclerc, who pulls over. Radio, Charles Leclerc. No! Charles Leclerc isn't happy there. Radio, what happened? What happened? Radio, what happened? As we take over to the final lap of this US Texas Grand Prix. Sensor issues are in the engine. Radio, what happened to Charles? Not me, what happened to Charles? Where is he? Wait, is he in the points or what? Charles Leclerc, AMG engine having issues. Charles Leclerc is out. Radio, is that Charles? Radio, is that Charles? Yellow flag, yellow flag. Is that Charles? No, no. For fuck's sake. Charles had a gearbox issue, no smoke. Copy that. That's with one of our drivers' first DNF for Charles Leclerc this season. It has been a beautiful race. We've led this race from start to finish, and from the start of the season when we were fighting for P10 in the World Championship, the Drivers' World Championship, we were sitting plumb at last, P10 in the Constructors' Championship. This race is about to change everything here. Lando Norris currently running P5. Nobody else had a match to us today. We take victory in Texas to win the US Grand Prix. What a result for us. Charles Leclerc retires at the end of the race, but it's still P1 here in Texas, and what a result this will be. What a result this means to the team. Drive of the day as well. Just simply lovely.
Radio, you know what that was? That was simply lovely. That was simply lovely, guys. Well done.
And it's one thing to win, but to win like that.
Well done to everyone back at the factory. Amazing win, guys. Amazing win. Thank you. Yes, we've done it, mate. Great work. You've done it. Get in there. Thank you, man. You did amazing today. Well done. You're amazing, man. You're amazing. What a result, guys. Absolutely stunning race that was. Absolutely stunning. Well deserved podium, well deserved win for sure. Well, with that, that's a beautiful weekend. That's we overall review. Come out on top of the sprint race then. P1 for us. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, what the hell? The bug again was back. I was like, no, Piastri didn't win the race. It was me. But Charles Leclerc classifies at the end of the race plus 2 laps. On our graphics, it will be DNF for Charles Leclerc. Drivers' Championship. We are 1 race win and 1 fastest lap point behind Piastri to take over the lead of the championship. 315, 289, 282. The World Championship battle is between the McLarens versus us in the Constructors zone. This is McLaren who's going to win the Constructors. Predominantly next weekend. I think we're going to go to Mexico next weekend. So Mexico, or I think it's, I'm not sure, Mexico or... Let me check the calendar. Let's check the calendar. F1 2024, no. F1 2024 calendar. What does it show? Calendar ain't loading up. Okay, so Mexico City. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races left this season. This could be our championship. For us to get P2 in the Constructors, we're gonna have to work thirstily hard, but I believe it's gonna be staying like this. Thus, RB will stay P4, VCAR P5, Kicksab will be P10, Ferrari P8 for Ferrari. That's gonna be a real upsetness there for them. But we did get the fastest lap as well then. 1:32.7. Nobody had a match in the 32s for us. That's a just beautiful race. W race from us. Race director then shows that Leclerc collided with Stroll and then had mechanical failure. Okay, that's just beautiful. 32.748. Lap 11 was when we got the fastest lap. We could have got the fastest lap at lap 15. Just didn't have the tyres at the end to fight for that fastest lap. So what a race! What a result for us. P1 and DNF. I'd say that's a very upsetting result, but solidly as we head towards the next race. I'm going to record the highlights. If you all want to stay, Gecko, you feel free to stay, because I am going to show you the calendar, what we have left coming up. So let me just record the highlights now.
Our running costs are significantly less than the income we're pulling in. I suggest we start looking for opportunities to spend that profit margin. Not an easy decision, but you handled it well. Thanks.